it can be tough for players to work hard in practice and then not see that work rewarded in the games. How has the team been holding up through this stretch?
Yeah, I mean, we need to kind of turn it up in practice a little bit, but they're fine. We're all encouraged. We understand the process of building a program and where we are, but nobody's down. Everybody's ready for the next opportunity, and I think we got better yesterday in practice, and we're going to get better today. We haven't practiced today, and then we're going to head down there. But we are positive, encouraged, and I think we're going to see a different team.
You faced this NC State team pretty recently. Is there an added challenge in facing a team again so quickly after you faced them before? Is there benefits, and what's your approach when you're facing a familiar opponent like this?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's an added challenge. I think it's good our players kind of know what to expect, especially the ones that haven't been through the ACC. We've just played them, a week and a half or whatever it was ago. So they know what to expect. They know what kind of game it's going to be. Down there, it's going to be a sold-out arena, a hostile environment. We understand that, which is great. It's great for women's basketball. And if you're a competitor, you want to play in those kind of situations. Our fans have been doing a great job showing up and showing out here. And, we just want to continue to get better and be able to win games at home, too. But we're going to start by winning on the road.
3 games into the ACC, going to your 4th game. Is this where you imagine the team will be in certain things, or what areas do you feel like this team needs to be significantly better, or an area that you want to focus on?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely didn't imagine us being 0-3, but things happen for a reason. Like I say, progress is a process. I think we got better in the Duke game from the Georgia Tech game, but we're not where we want to be yet as far as in games, but we will be. And I think that this next game is going to be a great opportunity for us to show how we've gotten better this week. And, I think the biggest thing is our defense is getting better. Like, there was a little drop in our defense a few games ago, and I think our defense is coming back and getting where it needs to be. Offense, shot selection is a big thing we've been working on this week. We've been working on it really last month or so, but shot selection, obviously having confidence in ourselves and hitting shots, things like that, because we do have players that can knock down shots and hit layups and do all that stuff. And we just got to make sure we take the right shots, do a good job of drawing 2 people and setting somebody else up and making an easier shot, maybe even passing up a good shot for a great shot. So those are all things that I think are going to continue to get better, and I'm very optimistic about, our growth this week and encouraged.
Yeah, besides shot selection, you're 16 for 54 on shots on Sunday. Besides shot selection, I guess, what kind of emphasis are you putting on shooting this week? Yeah,
I mean, we got to make shots. You got to make shots to win games, and I think that we're in these games because our defense has gotten better. But, we do there's some drills that we do that puts pressure behind making shots, because I think that when we get in games, there's pressure, to make shots. And sometimes when you miss them, then it's like, dang, we're going to start missing again. So just to kind of break that mentality up a little bit, we've done some work off the court, too, mentally. So there's just a lot of things that we're trying to do just to help get our confidence back, help us all come together. And it's not one person that's going to, turn this around, or one person that's going to make it so we win or finish a game. It's going to be our whole team. It's going to be our whole program. So we're just doing a lot to come together, stay positive, stay focused, get better in the areas we need to get better, and go get a win.
Yeah, I like what you said there. It's not just one person. On Sunday, you kind of said something to the effect of you're waiting for everybody to have their best day of basketball together. Mm-hmm. What do you do this week to make sure that actually comes in alignment?
Yeah, I mean, put people in positions to be successful. That's what you have to do as a coach, and I think we've done that at times this year, and so you just got to continue to move some things around until you get the right combination, until we get people back where they want to be mentally, things like that. So it's just there's a lot of things that go into it. It's not just on the court stuff, off the court stuff. So just trying to help everybody the best we can come together. Like I said, it's not. Some teams have one person that they need to show up and, put the team on their back. Well, that's not our team. We just want everybody to, do their job and play their roles and play together, have fun together, get back to the joy of the game, and just continue to be positive, and let's go get a win.
Paris has had some really big games. She's had others where she hasn't been as much of a factor. What is the key for her to become more consistent night in, night out?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've all kind of fluctuated, And consistency is something we talked about a lot, accountability, like killer mentality, that kind of thing. And I think, again, everybody on the team has shown it at some point this season. But once we just come on the same day, and everybody kind of brings what they bring on the same day, it's going to be a really good day. And I think that day is coming. And it doesn't mean that, everyone has to score, everyone has to do, people's roles are different. Some are defenders, some are both sides of the ball, some are scorers, some are rebounders, whatever it is. So we just have to have a cohesive group that plays together and does it on the same day. So if you look at our, box scores, it's been a little bit up and down with who shows up, who doesn't, and things like that. So we're just working on playing together and being together through all the adversity. But I mean, we're in some adversity right now. We understand that, but I think that everyone is going to be better because of it. Coaches, all of us, players, adversity is a good thing. We just can't stay there and live in it and walk around with a dark cloud over our head. No, we're going to get out of it, and we're going to be the team that we know we can be, and we're going to be better because of these challenges.
Transition offense is obviously a very important aspect of your team's game. How do you kind of find that balance between getting your team to take the opportunities when they're available to push on the fast break, while also trying to keep those turnovers that come, kind of naturally when you're pushing the ball up at that pace, trying to keep those to a minimum? How do you find that balance, both when you're working in practice and then in the game as well?
Yeah, I mean, there's consequences for turnovers in practice and things like that. When you play fast, you're going to have some, but we have a goal that we want to stay under, a number we want to stay under. But that also comes with just learning your teammates, understanding where people are supposed to be, understanding our transition lanes, what we're trying to get out of that, and again, shot selection. So sometimes we get down there, and maybe it's 1-on-1, but then sometimes we get down there and it's 1-on-3, and that's not the shot we should probably take. So just working on shot selection, just working on understanding the game and the style that I'm trying to play, and also our teammates, so how to set our teammates up better in transition, drive and kick, drive and dish, things like that. So I think we've seen growth in it, obviously all season, but that's still an area we need to get better in.
And during the preseason, some girls didn't really have that preseason either their injury or playing for a national team. Do you feel like the rotations a little bit better now because they've been able to either get their conditioning up, you've been able to see them? How comfortable are you with those rotations now?
I think we're still getting comfortable with the rotations. I think, again, yes, we've had people in and out with injuries. We've had some breakout games, and then we've had, some performances that weren't great. So just trying to find a little bit more consistency in our starting lineup, but then also, rotation. So I think, just having like so many new faces and also being really early in the building process too, it's going to take a little bit of time. But I love this team. I think we got high character kids. I think we got really, really good competitors. We got talent. And it's just about putting it all together and everybody, buying into that and us playing together on the court for 40 minutes. But, I love this team, and I think that, they're gonna show what they can do, and we're gonna show what we can do, and we're gonna show what kind of culture we have, and what kind of family we are. But we just gotta stick to the process. Like I say, progress is a process.
I asked you about transition offense. I want to ask about the half-court offense as well. You mentioned shot selection as an area of emphasis, something you're working on. What other aspects of the half-court offense do you see as areas where the team needs to improve in order to, execute at a higher level when the game slows down and you're kind of operating your sets in a half-court?
Yeah. Everything that we've been working on, I think it got better in the Duke game for sure. The game before that, Georgia Tech, it was not good at all. So we're getting better at that and understanding, we gotta set ourselves up for success, by understanding what we're trying to do on the offensive end in the half court. So setting and using screens, getting people open, making the extra pass, not taking shots when, you draw 2 or 3 people and somebody's open, hitting open shots, things like that. So, I think that's all part of, basketball and part of our offensive, schemes and things like that. So that's been the biggest emphasis there. Once we kind of understand that a little bit better and get a better flow and make extra passes, things like that, we'll be good. But we do have people that are specific scorers. I think everybody on our team can score, but we do have some that have more scoring mentalities and defensive mentalities. We have some that have more of a defensive mentality than scoring mentality. So finding the balance in that too.
In November, you announced the signing of Bree Hurd. I think yesterday she announced that she was a McDonald's All-American nominee. What did you see in her during your recruiting process? What kind of stands about her, and just talk about your relationship with her?
Yeah, I'm really proud of Bree, and I told her, go get it, go get it. But that's really good. She's a versatile foreman. She has pretty good size, 6'2", built, strong. She can handle the ball. She can bring it on the break. She can shoot the three. She can drive. She rebounds. She can defend. When I watch her in AAU, she's switching out, on ball screens and defending like point guards and things like that. So she's really versatile. And she's played for like some smaller teams and things like that. So she didn't get all the national recognition that she, probably deserves. But it was great to see that she was, a nominee, McDonald's All-American nominee. But Bree's a really good kid. We've known her for years now, and when she came on her official visit, she just fit in with our team. They loved her, she loved them, and she was already committed at that point. But still, just someone that fits our culture, somebody that wants to win, talented, and also fits in with our players. So I think that she's going to be a great addition.